My Bruins finally got their first victory in an upset faction in the Rose Bowl against his Penn State Nifty Lions team that suck. James Franklin sucks. Drew Aller sucks. Nick Singleton, you're still good, but you play like suck. So I just want to say, as a UCLA fan, this has been a long time coming. They played with a lot of emotion today. Nico had the best game of his career, 100 yards rushing, 100 yards passing, I believe, five total touchdowns. It was either three or five. I can't remember right now.
Five,
Five total touchdowns. Just what are your thoughts, Marcus, after this game?
Uh, totally shocked, man. Shout out to UCLA Bruins. Did not see that one coming. But what do you know? Penn State hangover loss. They didn't get over the Oregon loss. My biggest takeaway from this game is the post conference and hearing James Franklin say that we not over the Oregon loss. His exact words: "We not over the Oregon loss." That's the first thing he said. Then he said it's a cross country trip. He said we had a bad week of practice. You are the head coach, sir. Those are your responsibilities to get over the hump with. You let your team have a hangover from the Oregon loss. You didn't have your team practicing hard. You didn't have your team prepared to go cross country for this game when you knew this was coming for how many months now? So you talking about we had to travel too far? That's on you. You should have voiced this concern to your chancellor or whoever voted to allow UCLA to come to the conference. You knew at some point you was going to have to go to the Rose Bowl and play a game. So that's on you. I'm at the point, call me crazy, but I think his message has run stale at Penn State. I think it's time for a change. I think you are what you are with this guy as the head coach. I don't think he's going to get you any further. He's done a good job, but I don't think he's got the struts to get you over the hump. You know what I mean? So I'm asking you flat out, is it time to fire James Franklin?
I said it was time to fire James Franklin before the season started. I said that because he can't win the games. Like, you can't be in the playoffs every year and still not win. Like, just making it is not good enough to me. Like, you have to show that you're making progress, but yet you're still stuck in the same cycle. Losing big games, losing games you shouldn't lose, barely winning games you should win. So, as a coach, you are responsible for how your team plays. I don't care if it's a bad time of practice. You are Penn State. So you're telling me you couldn't take the kids over on a Tuesday to California, stay in a hotel, find somewhere to practice the rest of the week, and get ready for the game? They're taking online classes. Like, it's not that hard. You have the money for a hotel for a couple of days for these kids. Like,
they could have found somewhere to practice. They could have set this up months ago and had somewhere to practice out there in Pasadena, wherever they was at.
They could have practiced. They could have practiced at the Rose Bowl when UCLA was done practicing and just closed it off. Like, cross country trips is not an excuse anymore. Like, that's out the window.
This is big business. It's not an excuse. You're definitely right about that. That was a bad look for him in the press conference. I don't know who allowed him to go up there and say that, but they should be reprimanded as well because that's just a bad look for the team. Penn State can't get over the hump, man. It's just every single year it's the same story. You lose to Ohio State, lose to Oregon, lose to Michigan. Whoever's up at your level,
UCLA,
they're going to be like, now you're losing to UCLA. I don't get it. Never really been a Penn State fan, but that is a bad look for the Nifty Lions.
I'm gonna say this. What happened to that great Penn State defense? You let a UCLA team with no 5-star receiver, they don't even have a 4-star receiver. And you let Nico, who has been playing up and down this year because the team is so bad and so depleted, the weapons go off. Like, that's unacceptable.
And then, these guys don't even have a bye next week. They got Northwestern, something like that. That was Iowa. Anyway, they might be Northwestern. They got Northwestern, then they got Iowa. And,
I better hope it's Northwestern because they might lose to Iowa.
Yeah, I hope it's Northwestern. They might lose to Northwestern. They just lost to UCLA. So
Stone's a good quarterback at Northwestern. The,
Can I just say, Drew Aller? Can we stop with the first round talk?
we said it.
I'm
We said it.
Dude, he ain't it, man. Sorry. You
I've
throw
never.
him in the same box as Cub Clayton, Garrett Musmeyer, just throw all those guys in the box, tie it up, throw it over there somewhere. Those guys are not ready for NFL. They need some more seasoning, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. I think Drew Allen's a senior, so this is it for him. But
It is.
hope he enjoyed the ride. I mean, I think Penn State best quarterbacks out there starting in Missouri, but they let that guy walk before Drew Allen.
Or Aller.
I thought it was a bad idea. You can't let stuff like that happen, man. I mean, shout out to the guys still out there playing hard for the Nittany Lions, man. I just don't.
Forget all.
I don't know how much. I don't know how many of them still believe in James Franklin. To be honest with you,
Man, forget all that. These guys be on social media. They be on TV. They're gonna see the aftermath of them losing to UCLA. Like, this is gonna be a brutal week for these guys. Like, you literally lost to a team who was projected not to win a game for the rest of the year. Y'all were a 26-point favorite. You don't lose.
People saying it's the worst team in the nation.
You don't lose these type of games. You just can't. This is a fireable offense, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. This team just one of the biggest disappointments every single year. I got the schedule pulled up. Next 4 games: home against Northwestern, on the road against Iowa, on the road against Ohio State, and home against Indiana.
They could lose to Indiana.
At best, they go 2-2. At best, moving forward, in my opinion. Just off a quick glance.
So they lose. They win the next 2, lose the next 2. Win the next 2, then lose the 2 after that.
Yep. If I dive into it, I can see them going 1-3. So, but because
they could miss the playoffs.
A tough team to beat at home.
They are.
Their home's the best. They're a hard team to beat at home. They play tough defense.
The best defenses in
the
nation.
Your team can't score.
So.
Your team can't score against good defenses. So Iowa is not a shoe-in for them boys. I don't know a lot about Northwestern. I had to study up on them a little bit. I definitely like Ohio State better than Penn State. No, Indiana, we'll see. Indiana's road team. Maybe they're not ready. But we'll see.
Indiana hate starts now again. Last thing about this team, this Penn State team, you're at a chance to miss the playoffs, which is not a good look for Penn State. James Franklin, you cannot miss the playoffs after losing in the playoffs last year. You have to show that there was improvement in this offseason, but yet there were none.
Yeah, I think the window's closed. It's closed.
It was closed last year, in my opinion.
I think it closed when Manny left. When Manny Diaz left, that window shut.
And allowing Manny Diaz to leave was crucial because the defense has not looked the same since.
It has not. And they was throwing out all these stats. Oh, this Penn State defense, this and that before the Oregon game. Then the Oregon game came along and they couldn't get Oregon off the field on 3rd down. That tells me that defense played nobody up to that point. That's why they look so good. And now you're giving up
we said that
42 points to UCLA.
Yep, 42-30%, 35.
So I'm done with Penn State. I'm kind of done talking about Penn State tonight. So unless you got something that you want to say, man,
that's it for me, man. Congratulations to my Bruins. You're not winless. You got your first win. Let's make it a second one. Prove me wrong. I still think y'all suck, but prove me wrong.